200 remaining customers. Nova Scotia Power says they did everything possible to restore service as quickly as possible, and officials don't expect to be required to pay compensation. Now, the storm collapsed 12 transmission towers, forced planes to be grounded, and shut down some schools. Well, the recent cool and wet weather is affecting honey and maple syrup producers, and they're not sweet on the news. Statistics Canada says there was a 5% decline in honey production from last year and a 4% decline in maple syrup. Well, Canada is unique in that the country experiences a wide range of climates throughout the year. In 365 days, there could be drought and flooding, and temperatures can range from -30 to +30 degrees. Elgin Abosi took to the streets to find out what weather Canadians enjoy the most.
People in Vancouver have had a little bit of everything in the last few months as far as weather is concerned. It's been hot and dry, cool and wet. There's been snow, fog, wind. It's been anything but boring. Although there are those who only want to see the sun, tell us what your favorite weather is and why.
Sunshine, obviously. Sunny and warm, so you can go outside and do stuff like running or playing soccer.
I like the sunny weather because it makes me feel all happy and warm inside.
There are others who welcome something entirely different.
Colder the better. I like it when it snows because that means snowboarding season's coming.
And some folks just aren't very particular.
I don't have a favorite kind of weather. I enjoy all kinds of weather.
And others? Well,
I like clouds because they look like things, and I like things.
tell us what your favorite weather is and why.
Blustery, because it's fresh, just like me.
It seems we could find someone who liked just about any kind of weather you could imagine. Well, except for one very notable exception. Well, we couldn't find anyone to say that their favorite kind of weather is rain, and believe me, we tried. So here's to hoping this coming winter is sunny and dry with lots of snow on the mountains. For the Weather Network, I'm Elgin Abosi in Vancouver.
Well, the fire started with a bolt of lightning and then swept through the Kelowna community at an alarming rate. The Okanaga Mountain Fire destroyed 25,000 hectares of forest, damaged more than 200 homes, and forced the evacuation of almost 30,000 residents. And the city and province are still paying for the firestorm that ravaged the community in August 2003. On Monday, Kelowna City Council will be asked to approve almost $900,000 to fix roads that were damaged by intense heat or heavy equipment. The BC Provincial Emergency Program has agreed to cover 80% of the cost. This was the most destructive fire in Canadian history. And in the United States, hurricanes Charlie, Francis, Ivan, and Jean have made history. Each of these storms are ranked among the top 10 costliest storms in the country over the last 25 years. Combined, the cost of these storms beat the price tag on Hurricane Andrew by $100 million. The destructive Andrew caused $20 billion of damage back in 1992. Well, a storm in Serbia caused some destruction Thursday night. Fierce winds and pounding rain were so strong that roofs were ripped off of two buildings. A bus collided with a truck, leaving an unspecified number of people dead and injured. And that is a look at your newscast for this half an hour. Stay tuned. Your local forecast details are coming up right here every 10 minutes on the 10th. For active weather, give our storm line a call. The number is toll free at 1-800-463-9463. Are you traveling and you need a forecast for an international destination? Well, then log online to www.theweathernetwork.com. Your national forecast details all of the active weather coast to coast, and that comes up at the bottom and top of every hour. Stay with us. You're watching Canada's Weather Network. There's lots more to come right around the corner.
In a room where emotions run deep, 6 people are bound by a love of movie trivia. It's Seen It, the DVD movie game with over 1,000 questions, tons of movie clips, 2 dice, and one guy they call the DVD Master. They've come to play Seen It. It's movie trivia gone high-tech. Have you seen it?
Seen It, the sequel pack. More movies, more questions, more star power. Now playing in a living room near you.
We combined a wireless notebook with a complete home entertainment center you can take anywhere. Which leaves only one question. Toshiba Cosmeo with Intel Centrino mobile technology.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network.
Your international forecast comes up in just under a minute. On Saturday, this is what you can expect coast to coast. St. John's will be mainly a rain event, but it will be cooling off later on and through the day. We'll see cloudy periods in through the portions of the Maritimes, showers for southern Quebec, drizzle in through southern portions of Ontario, some light snows in through southern Manitoba. Seasonal to seasonally cool right across Saskatchewan and Alberta. Mostly cloudy for residents in Vancouver. Stateside, absolutely beautiful for San Francisco and Los Angeles. Thunderstorms in through Houston, New Orleans, some showers in through Dallas, some light snow in through Denver, and rain is in store for New York City. As we get into Sunday, it'll still be a little bit unsettled for residents, particularly central as well as northern portions of Newfoundland. St. John's, you could still see some mixed precipitation. Mild into southern portions of Ontario, 17 degrees for Calgary.
Introducing a breakthrough in hair color. Natural Instincts with a new fresh color formula. The less risk, more reward hair color. It helps kick out the risk of damage to your hair. Forget ammonia, forget roots. Think Natural Instincts with aloe, chamomile, and ginseng. With new Natural Instincts, your hair is even shinier and healthier looking than before you colored it.
You'll never be chicken to color your hair again.
New Natural Instincts from Clairol.
Less risk, more reward.
Less damage, more color wonderful.
Where is everybody? Worried. What do you mean? They got clicked. They got clipped? No. Clicked. Jimmy and his fake checks and IDs? Clicked. Password the mail and telemarketing scam? Clicked. Our accountant? Clicked. Who's doing this clicking? Everybody. They click on recall.ca, report a fraud, someone with a badge is at your door, and you're clicked. I'm moving to the States. It's international. What's that? Oh, I think you just got clicked.
Recall.ca. Report economic crime online.
Your local forecast is next. Brought to you by Rent-A-Wreck. Rent-A-Wreck. Always check with Rent-A-Wreck. For cars, vans, and trucks, always check with Rent-A-Wreck. This local forecast is brought to you by Rent-A-Wreck. Always check with Rent-A-Wreck.
For more detailed long-range information, tune in to our long-range forecast at 6 and 36 minutes past the hour.
Forecast is every 10 minutes on the 10s. You can also visit our website at theweathernetwork.com.
Thank you for joining me here at the Weather Network. Well, we're going to take a closer look at some isolated weather systems as they're playing out over portions of our country over the next 24 hours. We'll start in the west, and this is what you can expect. So we'll see showers for the central and northern coast with the advance of this next system. Not cold on the prairies on Saturday, but Seasonal to seasonally cool. It will feel colder, though, from the weather you've been used to, and we'll be seeing some westerlies. Now, this is what you can see. We'll see clear rates for central Alberta extending all the way into southern portions of Saskatchewan. Prince George, Williams Lake, Smithers, Terrace. You could see some freezing rain, particularly in through the morning, extending into the afternoon. But by the evening, when your temperatures cool down, you'll be looking at some light flurry activity. That will also be the case for the higher elevations. Windy right along the Queen Charlotte. And in through the northern coast on Sunday, we'll be dealing with some good amounts of rainfall. That warm front works its way through Alberta. Mild conditions for your Sunday. Calgary, you could see 17 degrees forecast for a daytime high. We're looking at mixed precipitation, particularly along the Saskatchewan-Manitoba border. Ontario, a different story. The system working its way and is going to bring, well, mostly a rain event, in particular in through southern cottage country, eastern Ontario. But Timmins over to Sudbury, particularly for the morning, early afternoon, you could see some freezing rain before that changes over to rainfall. Geraldton, Kenora, Kapuskasing, looking at some light flurry activity. We'll take a closer look at this system as it continues to track its way further off to the east. Thunder Bay potential for some mixed precipitation as well. As the system continues to push its way throughout the day on Saturday, you'll be seeing some drizzle in through the southwestern corridors of Ontario. This cold front is going to usher in some cooler air. You could see some freezing rain in through the upper Ottawa Valley, extending all the way into the Quebec borders. That leading edge of that system continues to pull its way further off into the eastern portion of the country. Sunday, it's going to be cooler. You'll feel a significant difference in your temperatures, but Toronto anticipate to see 7 degrees forecast for a daytime high, so overall your conditions will not be that bad. As we take it all the way to the east, starting Saturday morning to Sunday morning, you will see those northerly winds on the increase, particularly for the northern and eastern coastal as well as inland sections. We're looking at potential for some accumulating snows for the central and northern fringes of Newfoundland, but for the eastern fringes around St. John's, it should stay mainly as a rain event. Potential for some rain, even you could see a flurry or two mixed in places such as Sydney and Charlottetown. This is how it's going to play out. Those winds, look at those isobars packing ever so tightly, particularly as we get into the evening and overnight hours on Saturday. Now, the moisture is pulling its way further off to the east. Sunday, potential for some of that moisture to hang on to the eastern fringes, and you will still be seeing some gusty conditions. Here's that next system from Ontario that has worked its way through Quebec and advances its way into New Brunswick in through your Sunday. So as we take a look at your Sunday conditions, for the most part, Newfoundland should be dry, but the eastern fringes could still see some precipitation. It will be gusty. We'll see the system work its way into New Brunswick, dry in through Ontario, and it will still be seasonal to seasonally mild. It will be warmer in through Alberta with that warm front working its way in, but as the cold front pushes its way further east and later in the day, as your temperatures drop, talking about some upsloping snows, particularly for the Rockies, the foothills, and potentially even in through the cities such as Calgary, and it will be active Sunday overnight. That's when we'll see the showers work their way into Vancouver and Victoria.
My name is Jack Lynch. I'm with the Ontario Ministry of Tourism and Recreation, and I'm responsible for helping to put out the fall color progression report. We get thousands and thousands of calls at 1-800-ONTARIO, thousands of inquiries at our travel information centers scattered around the province, and of course our website is just virtually slammed this time of year with people wanting information on where to go to see the best colors. I think the big reason that they're so intrigued with the change in the fall color season is the fact that this is a phenomenon that doesn't take place everywhere in the world. What we see is a lot of the travelers coming into this country, for example, from Asia, from Hong Kong, from various regions around the world, that they don't experience the color change. They see this as just truly something that's really unique. We have a lot of bus tours come through. People just love to get out in the fall season, beautiful, bright, sunny days, and take in the colors. Maybe we take for granted when we live in the province, but certainly a lot of people don't.
Some things just aren't designed for coverage.
Like this is going to cover me.
Now there's a panty liner from Always that is. New Always Maximum Protection Panty Liners. Longer and wider than the other leading regular panty liner. For more coverage, more confidence.
Olay Complete Body Wash leaves skin so touchably soft, even your softest clothes may not compare. 4 customized blends of Olay Moisture nourish skin, so it might be the softest thing in your wardrobe. Olay Complete Body Wash.
Introducing the new Michelin X-Ice tire with APS tread technology. It helps turn skidding into stopping. Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network.
Thunderstorms erupt due to a rapid ascent of very warm, moist air into much cooler air. The key element that defines a thunderstorm is lightning. Since lightning creates thunder, a storm with lightning is called a thunderstorm. A typical storm produces a brief period of heavy rain and lasts from 30 minutes to an hour. Thunderstorms come in all shapes and sizes, with some cells only a few kilometers in diameter and some clusters of storm that span hundreds of kilometers.
Detroit, Rock'em Sock'em City, Ron Artest at the middle of this Motown melee, tailor-made for those of you missing hockey.
I think the team needs to know. I just do what I'm told. I don't know that it makes a difference.
Buono's not tipping his hand with 2 aces up his sleeve. It is indeed Wally's world.
We are undertaking a major overhaul of our officiating system.
It's official. The CFL commissioner throws a flag at the refs. The many faces of Vince Carter. Is Air Canada finally flying out of Toronto?
Carter certainly is under the microscope.
Not before he and the Raps take on the streaking Sonics at home in the hangar. He's doing the shimmy and he deserves it.
I hope the kids at home are watching this.
Do a little dance, make a little love, get down with Nam tonight on the news.